Jack Jenkins and Gabriel Santos in the featherweight division. Now, I've been on this card for a while, and there's not a lot of good underdogs to just pick outright. There's some value on some underdog bets, but there's no real underdogs to pick outright. And I think we may have just found ourselves a really good underdog. And I'm not confident in any means. 80% of Tapology is going Jack Jenkins. I think that's ludicrous. It's basically a pick 'em, in my opinion. Gabriel Santos has slightly better boxing. Wrestling and grappling is really even. And then Jack Jenkins has the better kicks. So it's really going to be, can either man implement a little bit of takedowns here and there, and get a takedown, a little bit of ground and pound, a submission attempt, and can one man, Gabriel, land a big shot in the boxing, and can Jack stay away from that, keep the boxing even, and out leg kick him? If that made sense, like and subscribe. I'm going to go through it kind of again. Jack Jenkins, better kicker. His boxing isn't as good as Gabriel Santos, but he makes up for it because he's throwing like 10 leg kicks that are landing every single round. He's throwing like 20 every single round. That'll add up throughout 3 rounds of a striking match. I think this one goes to a decision. 3 rounds, those leg kicks are just going to keep adding up and counting as points for Jack Jenkins. Again, the boxing, Gabriel Santos a little bit more powerful, a little bit better boxing there. But Jack Jenkins isn't a lot worse than Gabriel there. And I think can keep the boxing really even while at the same time landing those kicks. There, I think Jack Jenkins, if it's a pure striking match, barely wins. Barely. Because he's Australian. I think they'll give him the nod really slightly on the scorecards. And then we got the wrestling and grappling, which I think is another coin flip there, where Gabriel mixes in a lot of takedowns in his fights, gets a little bit of control, a little bit of ground and pound. He's not really going for submissions too much. Jack kind of the same way, getting the takedowns and ground and pounding you a little bit. One of these guys could possibly have that game plan to go out there and mix in a takedown every round. And whoever that is likely going to be the winner. If the striking is as even as I do believe it will be, one of these guys mixing in a little clinch work, mixing a little body lock, knees to the body, and a takedown, that's going to win the round on the judges' scorecard. So we shall see. I'm going to go Jack Jenkins. It's in Australia, and in this close of a fight that I literally think could go either way, you got to give it to the Australian. Got to give it to the Australian in Australia. So not a fight I'm confident in, but plus 190, I think it should be a pick 'em. Let's be honest here. Jack Jenkins, 29-28. I'm going to go splits. Decision in the UFC featherweight division.